Hello again, and welcome back to this series on how to draw iconic transport. I really hope you're all well and keeping healthy. And before we start, of course, if you could subscribe, if you already haven't, that'd be terrific, thank you. And also, ring that little bell icon if you want to know what's coming up next. Right, okay, so the iconic transport today is that magical car, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I'm going to start off with the shape of the radiator. It's going to be coming towards you, flying through the air, okay? So the radiator will be kind of like that angle there, so there's a line, okay? And the radiator is this kind of oval shape, but slightly more pointed at the top, coming up like that, and coming around, and that's doubled up, like that. And of course, yeah, you see it in 3 dimensions, so you see the other side of it coming in like that. And from that, you get the actual bonnet of the car sloping up, like that. See that? The cylinder one's getting wider. Comes up to a nice wide curve like that. And then it widens up quite quickly at this point, with another fatter curve there, like that. And we have lines coming up, one in the centre of the bonnet there, or the hood, as they say in America, and this line here and another one there. Okay, you see the shape? Above that, what we have is a very long, get that angle like that, and narrow windscreen, very rectangular, that kind of shape there. See that? And behind that, you get the dashboard just shown in there, coming behind like that, coming down there. The wheel will appear about in here, right? And then the kind of place where the driver sits in the passenger, you get that kind of shape coming in there, see that? And back down here again, we have the number plate, which is a rectangle, again, same angle as that, down here. Number plate is GEN11, Genie, which the author, Ian Fleming, thought was quite cute, you know, it means magic and a magical person. Okay, on the front here we also have 2 lamps, like that, one sitting there, one sticking out here. And we have a mud guard at the back here, carving up, like that, and doubling over. And inside it, of course, we have the back wheel disappearing like that. And from this mud guard, we have the step, if you like, the running board, as it's called, of the car. You know, there's another wheel in here, just sitting beside the running board, just in this angle here. So you get this kind of oval shape appearing, the wheel. See that? You see more of this side of the tyre, and then the centre of the tyre is in here. Okay? Coming to the front mudguard, which actually is an extension of the running board, which comes up like that. That kind of is square at the front. Right? And from that, of course, you have the front wheel. Again, very oval shape like that, curving round. And so you see the thickness of the tyre on this side, but it looks very thin on this side. And you get the centre part here, okay? And underneath you get the kind of metal parts of the structure which is holding the wheel and so on. Okay? And on the other side I'll put the other front mudguard in here, like that. So you can see a basic shape of the car, but of course what makes this car special, forgot to put in the other wheel in here, which is appearing in a bit here, like that. Okay, and the centre part coming in here, with the spokes coming out, and the bits that join up the rest of the car coming in there. But as I was saying, the thing that makes this car special, of course, the fact that it can fly, and it has these extendable kind of wing shapes that come out. One from the front, like that, and almost like a slightly like a bat shape, come out like that, bat wing shape. There, with these lines coming in to the centre, and also on each side. You have them all extended around a big line like that. You see that? Really batwing type shapes coming up with different colours, of course, which we'll do when I'm finishing it off. And the other one which you see coming up about here. Like that. Okay, now I've got a little detail here, and a little lamp, which is attached to this side of the windscreen. There's also another one attached here, around about this area here, which comes in about there. Okay, well that's the basic shapes for you. Oops, we've got the little radiator cap up here, which is like that shape there. Right, and the wee grill appearing just in there. Excellent, so I'm going to get a pen now, and I'll ink in those outlines. Okay, let's start with the windscreen. Again, this is a nice straight line coming down like that. A long rectangle rounded at the corners, like that. Straighten that up, coming along. Okay, and on that we have the attachment of the light here, which comes around the lamp. Curves like that, and each of these lamps they're much the same shape. They're basically a circle like that, with a circle in the middle, and a little handle shape at the top. Then you get the thickness, and a little kind of bit at the bottom like that. That one exactly the same, and so are these two, only slightly larger. Okay, now I'm going to move on to the kind of bulkhead, if you like, of the car that curves down there, the dashboard, and the wheel which appears in here. And then the seating compartment comes down like that, that doubles up, and that comes round like that. Okay, that curves down there. Right, I'm going to move on to the actual bonnet itself now, the hood. And you get that part which slopes out a bit more, and then you get the actual slope of the hood itself, the bonnet. And on that, by the way, what I forgot to do was something you see in a lot in old cars is a strap, which basically keeps the hood secure. So that comes down across like that with a buckle. Okay, and that goes down the segments right around like that. Okay, right, I'm going to outline these lamps now, and well, you know what the shape's like, and I'll catch you when I've done that. Okay, I've done the lamps now. I'll move back up here to do some more of these details. I'll put this mudguard in first, carving up there like that. Okay, and there's also a bit of kind of coachwork, I think you call it. This kind of red line coming down here, like that, okay? And then the actual wheel itself comes in like that. And so you see a little bit on this side, and much more on this side. Okay, and then the center part with a smaller circle there, and it slopes up, and you get lines coming like that, and then a double line in here, and then the spoke shapes, all radiating out from the center. Right, I'm just finishing with the spokes on this last wheel here. like that. Let's move up to the top now, and the radiator cap is curved that kind of shape with the point on the top there, and the radiator itself coming around in that kind of long curve like that, and then the side of it appearing like that. Okay, and then the middle part, which is following that line round there, and that's doubled up like that, coming right down to the number plate, GEN11 or Genie. Like that, okay. Like that. Okay. Let's move up to the bonnet itself now and put in these lines. I actually come up to the bulkhead here, by the way. They kind of slope out slightly like that, okay, because you have another line coming in there joining on. Okay, so that one would do the same. Come up like that. And this one too. And we have lines going across that way from that one, like that, and we have kind of dotted lines on this one. Okay, and I'll double that line up as well, actually, like that. There we are. Okay, put the little grill in now. And another little detail on the bulkhead here, we have these like sun ray shapes coming out like that, all the way like that along the front. Okay, now let's move down to the wings now. This front part is doubled up, like that. Comes in there, and then these lines radiating out. Like that, okay. Underneath this part, by the way, the radiator comes out like that, and there's a metal shape which comes in there, and then we have these struts going towards the wheel. Little kind of complicated shapes coming in there like that. Okay. And then the front and back wing shape sticking out. That goes in there like that. Up to a point. Okay, like that. And you can thicken up this edge if you like that, okay? And the final one up here. Again, the edge you can double up like that, come in behind that mudguard there. And that appearing like that. Excellent. Well, now I think we can get the coloured pencils and start to get a bit of shape and colour into this drawing. Okay, let's start with the grey parts, okay? And basically I'm using a black coloured pencil, and I'm just shading it very lightly to get that grey tone. And you get that around the windscreen, here, like that. And then in the interior of the car here, and you put a bit more pressure on, you get a slightly darker colour, like that. Okay, and then the actual bonnet itself is actually meant to be shiny. So what you'll get is you'll get bits of dark shadow coming up following the line of it like that, which I'll fill in. You get bands of shading following the line of the bonnet or the hood like that. Okay, another one down here. And then you imagine them being followed all the way down here. But this front part's not so shiny in the sense that you don't get these lines. What you'd get is the front of the bonnet being dark, and then as it goes towards the back, take the weight off and it gets lighter, like that. Okay, I'm just finishing off this bit of shading here. See that dark at the front getting lighter, take the weight off as you go towards the back. Now the actual belt itself, leather belt, is black, so we can put quite a bit of pressure on that. Okay, as you come down to here. And also the tyres and the mudguards are black too, apart from these little red lines. So basically just go for it, you know, get the black crayon and shade in as hard as you can in those areas. Make it nice and black. Okay, so I'm going to continue to do all the black parts. I'll catch up with you when I'm finished. Alright, I'm just finishing off the black around this tyre here. And as you can see, I filled in all the other black areas and get it done. The mudguards themselves are more grey than black, to be honest. Right, and another part which is dark grey to black is the actual radiator section in the centre here itself. So put a bit of weight on, but not too black. And you can get a wee bit of quality by doing kind of that with your pencil, run around. It's a nice little quality there. Okay, on the lights themselves, darker on the outside of the centre part, getting lighter in towards that flash shape, like that. Okay, same with that, and this one, and the grille again dark grey. Like that. Okay, I'll check to see if there's any more black things needing done towards the end, but at the moment I'm going to move on to another colour just now, and that is a kind of ochre colour which I'm going to use for the back of the seat here and front of the driving compartment. And another double line in there actually, like that. Coming in there, and a bit under here. And the actual radiator itself, which is kind of slightly brassy. So we're light at the top, and then getting darker as you come down. Good thing about coloured pencils is you can put another colour over the top. So I intend to do that at a moment with a slightly kind of reddy brown colour. Bring that there. Taking the weight off as you get to the top, like that. And again, to get the idea of shine, you can do lines like that. Okay, now if I take this colour here, right, and go over that, you get a nice warm colour. Put a bit more weight on it, you can see that colour coming through. Like that. Maybe put one line up here too. And then on this side. Okay, and up here I would use this colour for the bulkhead. And across there like that. Right, a brown colour in here. coming up to darken down that bit there, and brown for the wheel, like that. Okay, a bit of brown around there, and a bit of brown in here to give that reflection, a bit of beef. Okay, a bit of darkness down here perhaps with the brown. Okay, and then on the side of the lamps, before we put on a more kind of golden colour, brassy colour, you put a bit of shading in there, maybe in a part of it, like that. And marry up these struts here. And then you can add the more golden colour, like that. And now the dark red, which I said goes in here. And also, I'll finish that in a second, goes around these rims and also on the spokes of each wheel. So I'll just continue to do that. Right, I'm just finishing off the dark red on the spokes just now. Okay, and in between here on this side, you can actually just use the same pencil and lightly go over that to take the white out a bit. Okay, you can leave it on that side because you can look through into the air, as it were, you know, but looking through into the darkness there. Okay, the thing I forgot to do with the black, of course, was the number plate. And basically what I want to do is go round really carefully the letters that I've done here. What you can do is go along in a line like that to get them all straight, top and bottom, and then just fill in the gaps. And just finishing off this now. Like that, and maybe a bit more shading on these lines. Okay. Right, well, I think we move on now to the actual wings themselves. And basically they're just two colours, bright red and bright yellow. Shaded along the line. It's always better to go around your line first of all, and then fill in the shape. So there'll be alternately red and yellow. So that red there and yellow next. And so on. You get the picture. Okay, I'll carry on doing that. Right, I'm just finishing off this last part here. And there we have it. Just one final thing to do, and that's just to get the black pencil and just edge in these thicknesses here. Okay, just like that. And also along the wingtip. It's a kind of dark grey colour. Like that. Excellent. Well, that's a colour sketch of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, which I hope you've enjoyed doing. And in time, of course, all the best and happy drawing, and hope to see you next time.